Hello there, I'm Dr. Bradley Wolf, and I'm going over how to use AI in the public speaking classroom. In this video, specifically talking about how to use AI for audience analysis. So we're going to think about how can we ethically use AI to help us edit and adjust our speeches. It's not doing the speech for us, but it's helping us make it better. So I'm going to start by saying hello, pilot. I am giving a persuasive speech on the benefits of solar panels on homes. And so again, I need some help with audience analysis. So I already have a topic. I have, already done some research on it. So it's just helping me adjust it to really fit my audience. My audience is a community college classroom in rural Minnesota. How can I convince my audience to put solar panels on their homes? What factors should I take into account? We'll see what this comes up with to kind of help me personalize my speech for my audience. So what may be helpful, it talks about cost savings, energy independence, environmental benefits, incentives and tax credits, and home value increase. And so those are some of the key benefits. That's not really specific to my audience. Those may be some of the main points I've already done in my research. But it talks about how do I tailor this for my audience? So what should I include that maybe isn't just broadly done through research? So local examples from Minnesota homeowners in nearby communities and how it's worked well. I can address misconceptions. Some rural homeowners might worry that solar energy is unreliable in Minnesota's climate, especially we have a lot of snow. So they're effective in cloudy conditions in the winter snow. So that's a good point to address. And then many rural residents own farmland. You can mention how solar panels can coexist with farmland, such as agrivoltaics. I know what that is, but I don't know how to pronounce it. So using land for solar panels and crops simultaneously. I mean, really, so those are some really good ideas that I could incorporate. So maybe those are things I didn't think of using local examples, addressing some of those misconceptions about our local climate, and also looking at how agriculture can fit well with solar panels. Because I know some farmers are very worried about solar panels just taking over the farmland, which has happened. Again, it's starting to give some information on how to structure my speech. In my example here, I already have some ideas that I want to present on, so I don't necessarily need that. So some of this information is helpful, but also it's not holistically going to analyze my audience. See, the biggest thing I was hoping this would come up with, I actually didn't think it would. The biggest thing is if I'm giving a speech to community college students, they're probably not homeowners right now. That may be something they're doing in the future. So again, thinking about how can you keep this in mind for the future, or other ways we can help promote solar panels. Maybe talk to your family members and friends. That could be something students could do, posting on social media. You could talk about putting it on businesses or even putting solar panels on the school. So there are a lot of ways for folks to get involved in solar energy that may not even exactly with the home. So it gave me some good ideas of how I can tailor the argument for this audience, some things I should keep in mind when presenting this speech. And it also missed a few things that I think were kind of a pretty big point that I should come up with. But if you need help, again, looking at your main points, it gave me some ideas. Oh, maybe I forgot to talk about the environmental benefit. Probably talking about those with solar panels. Maybe miss the home value increase. So things you want to incorporate in your speech. So if you come to an AI software that already has some ideas, that can help you refine the ideas to fit with your audience. The more information you can give on your audience, the better, right? I just said community college students in rural Minnesota. I could talk more specifically about where in rural Minnesota. I could talk about maybe the demographics of the classmates, of the students in the class, right? I could give, the more information I provide the AI, the better the results are going to be. But again, I'm not just copying and pasting this stuff and saying this is my own. It's just giving me ideas on how to refine the speech and make it better to fit with my audience. So that's just a brief overview of how you can use AI for audience analysis. Again, it's not 100% going to give you everything you need, but it did give some very good and valuable ideas that I could incorporate into my speech. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you appreciate the tips.